Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is doing well. As you can see, we are back to normal-ish with the altar. So that took a little bit last night, but it was fun. It was kind of neat to see how much stuff and what each one meant to me. I did try to weed it down. As you can see, I wasn't very successful, but that's okay. It's a thing, right? So, in our therapy class, we have what they call our self-soothe bags. I think I have a self-soothe altar. Just things that make me feel better, remind me of certain things, remind me of certain people, and just things in general to remind me, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, the magic is all within us. These are all just reminders of what is already within us. And, you know, it's not always easy to remember what's inside. So we need little reminders here and there. Anyway, I did listen to the daily Human Design Energy Report today. We are in the 25th line of 25th gate, third line, which is the murder line. And it is also, the moon is also in the 25th gate. So we have the new moon. We had the equinox yesterday. We had Ostera yesterday. And we have the new moon and the sun all in the 25th gate. So astrologically speaking, it's pretty intense the past day or two, and probably will be, because the energies will continue to perpetuate for a couple days before and after big events like that. So the sun, of course, being clarity, and the moon being hidden, right? So maybe hidden things are coming to light. Maybe things that you thought you knew, you don't understand anymore. It could be any number of things, but basically, you know that old saying, when the planets line up, right? So our current energies are the Nine of Swords. Putting down, ending of a cycle. It's not letting those thoughts of overthinking, all the negative thoughts, basically. Overthinking, thinking you're not enough, not lovable, not worthy, all of that. It has come in and out of your life like a wave. You know, you've had times when you felt good about it, times when you're not so good about it. This is protecting yourself from the wave, getting up on the cliff, putting your boundaries up, not letting those thoughts in. And you see, she's even trying to quiet her own mind with her hands over her ears. They're trying to come in, but guys, don't allow them. Don't allow them to come up the side of the cliff. And can you guys see that? I hope so. Don't allow them to come up the side. Don't allow them into your world anymore, because they are not true. Bottom line, I watched that video, Kyle Cease, and I think it was, I can't remember if it was a codependent video or the other one. My friend sent me two of them, but he kept saying it's not true. You know, your past, what you think about yourself, those limiting beliefs that you were given by your parents or whoever else may have had an influence, negative influence on your self-esteem and your self-worth, is not true. It's a story. You're not the story. You're the writer of the story. So keep that in mind. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, tell me about the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, please. Nine of Swords. Spirit, Source, Universe, God, Creator. How about this Nine of Swords to go with the current energy for today? Okay, well. Seven of Swords. By virtue of the fact that it knocked the Nine of Swords off of its perch, and I might need to get new ones of these, but these are kind of flimsy. I don't know. Seven of Swords is deceit. So with these together, I kind of like them together, because what it's telling you, I mean, look, they're all, even in this card, they're still pointing at the mermaid in here, right? revealing things. This is deceit. These ideas that you are not enough, that you are not worthy, you're not lovable, you're not whatever, or you're bad, is deceitful. It's not true. It literally is confirmation of what I said, that is not true. Swords are thoughts and words, and not necessarily action, but the intention with which you speak those words. And as you know, guys, action always starts with a thought, right? No action comes without a thought. Even in the Bible, you know, and God created light. He had to think about it. And then there was light. I forget. I know. There's going to be a big Bible discussion now, but not my intention. The point being, no action or movement forward can come without a thought first. So put your boundaries up with these thoughts, because whatever it is you're thinking, whatever it is you've been told, whatever came in to your world is not true. It's just not true. So I really like those two cards together, one after the other like that. Let's see if I can get these to... Hopefully you guys can see that. I thought the video was going to pause. My phone just went on low battery, which is weird because it was plugged in all night. So, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully we get through the reading without interruption, or any more interruption. Can I get some advice to go with today's energies? Ooh, the Empress and the Hermit, I think. That's... Yep. Two major arcana, guys. Empress energy, she's pregnant. She's got the conch shell. And if memory serves, you can hear the ocean from within the conch shell. Half in, half out of the water. She's, she doesn't speak. I heard that the other day. Someone said the Empress doesn't speak. Or no, it's the High Priestess that doesn't speak. Maybe the Empress speaks. She does something because she's pregnant. But she, look at all the purples and blues. How beautiful that is. But she's the divine nurturer, the divine mother, the divine feminine. So with these energies, with these, when you're coming out of the limiting beliefs and understanding that you've been deceived your whole life with what you've been taught about who you are, mother yourself, nurture yourself, allow your Empress energy to shine through and to have compassion and forgiveness and empathy for yourself. You know, she looks almost mad, but she's not. She just figured it out, right? And now she's like, okay, that's cool. Here's what it is. And then the Hermit. So the Hermit, this is an octopus, not a mermaid. So he presents as if he were a mermaid, but it's deceiving, right? With the Seven of Swords, a little bit deceiving. And what the deceiving part is, he carries the star within him. Now, the star card is when you manifest, when your wishes come true, but he carries it with him. So, guys, you are the magic. I think I said that in the beginning. You are the magic. You in the now. You got the 3 and then the 9. So 39. We had the 9 of Swords. 99 might mean something to you, but and then 3, right? That divine number 3. So everything is 3. And he can capture the star when he realizes that it's not just mind, it's not just body, it's not just spirit. It's all 3 have to work in tangent. It's not just your conscience. It's not just your subconscious, not just your superconscious. All 3. All 3 have to be in alignment. You know, we talk about being in alignment with source. The alignment comes from you being in line, you know, your mind, your body, and your spirit all in line, all in a straight line. Everything's all lined up. And when you can get there and you nurture yourself, then you go within. And then nothing else matters, right? There is nothing else, because everything outside of yourself is extra, right? It's there to teach you, to show you, to guide you. But ultimately, there is only you. There is only your thoughts. There is only your beliefs. And you can believe what you want. It doesn't matter what other people think. You don't have to impress them. You know, it's not about impressing other people. It's not about getting other people to like you or not leave you or not abandon you or any of that. It's about you. Can you sit with yourself and be okay. I don't mean lonely. I mean okay. Like, are you okay in your own energy? And then, you know, on the opposite side of the coin, are you okay with other people's, like, there's a balance. You can't just be alone all the time either. So everything in our world, guys, is duality. And it's balance. It's trying to keep the balance of the seesaw, right? Because the seesaw of our mind is going to go back and forth. Yes, I'm a good person. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Like the waves of the ocean. Yes, I am. No, I'm not, right? So keeping that balance is what we strive for, and it's impossible to have all the time. And, you know, the hermit tells us to go within, to find our personal truth, right? And then the Empress is teaching us that abundance is ours. She's nurturing us. She's being that divine mother. 2 major arcana, meaning you can't avoid this. This was happening regardless. This is happening to the world. You can either get on board or you can get left behind. I think there was a book series back in the 90s that I was addicted to called Left Behind, the Left Behind series. And it was the story of Revelation, basically played out as a narrative of what would happen when the second coming of Christ happened. But guys, what if the second coming of Christ is nothing more than you opening up to your own Christ consciousness? What if it was all a metaphor? What if it was all a dream? I think there was back in the 80s, now I'm going way back, there was a show called Dallas. And the big thing was who shot JR, right? And the end of the season, I think it was Bobby that shot him. And JR, the beginning of the next season, he wakes up and the whole thing had been a dream. The entire season was a dream. And everybody was like, what? Are you kidding me? It was pretty funny. And then the Emperor, guys. You got the Empress and the Emperor with the Hermit in between. I mean, there's no words for that. Divine Mother, Divine Father, go within. I mean, the Emperor is the embodiment of all 4 kings. He's respectful. He's the father. I mean, you got mom and dad on either side. 3 and 4 with 9 in the middle. And 3 and 4 are 7. So the 3 and the 4 bookending going within, and you got the 7 of Swords. And the 9 matches up to the Hermit. So, I mean, pretty interesting numerology going on with these cards. But this is a divine couple. This is your divine feminine and your divine masculine coming together and working, you know, doing what they do best. You know, Divine Father is the action side. It's the, once you have the thought, right, you nurture the thought and then you put it into action. So it takes both. It takes receiving and giving action, right? Receiving the ideas, putting the ideas into action, all from within you. When you look at the star, when you can imagine it, when you can visualize it, when you can see it, that's when it becomes reality. You know, we learned this in therapy the other day. It was like, again, we'll talk about the Wizard of Oz and the great and powerful Oz, right? Until Toto pulls the curtain back and you see he's just a little dude. You have to be able to imagine it, because when you can't imagine it, you've made this monster so big. You have to put texture to it. You have to put a face on it. You have to put it into your thoughts and see it in your mind's eye, and then it becomes less scary. And that's that divine mothering energy. That's the divine feminine. That's receiving. That's creating the picture of what is. And then the Father, the Divine Father, Emperor, divine masculine, puts that into action. Then once you can see it, you know, you have to believe it, then you have to see it, then you do it. Like 3, the rule of 3, the divine number 3. So, yeah, I mean, 3 major arcana, this was happening, guys. This is happening in your life, whether you want it to or not. Whether you turn left or right, you're going to end up at the same Starbucks at the end of the day, right? Although I've learned down here, where I just moved to in the Northwest, there's a lot more Starbucks down here than there is in the Northeast, and Dunkin' Donuts, which is good, but could be bad, because I had just cured my addiction to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. So hopefully I can continue to restrain myself with the 500 Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks that are down here. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to leave the tarot portion there. Let's get a mermaid oracle and see what advice we have for today. It's beautiful energy though, guys. I mean, you're coming to balance. It's amazing, really. Just amazing. Healing. What a beautiful card for that. And that just gave me chills. You are healing, you know, and you're healing the collective. As you heal yourself, you heal others. Half in, half out, perfectly balanced within, under the water, which would be the moon, and above the water, which is the sun, which is a perfect card for today with our sun and our moon both being in the 25th gate. And, you know, the divine mother and father just smiling down on us and understanding that in cooperation, in community, in loving each other and loving ourselves, we heal the whole world. I'm inclined to see what the author of the cards says about it. I'm going to put this here. I want to make sure you guys can see it. So I'm going to get the book out. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's divinely guided. This was happening no matter what. If you came kicking and screaming or if you came with grace, this healing has to happen. Set aside time for self-healing. Welcome and allow healing energy to flow into your life or share your healing energy with others. These mermaids bring a powerful healing energy into your reading today. This healing can be for your mind, body, or spirit, or for all three. If you don't need healing at this time, then it's someone close to you or the recipient of this reading. Guys, we're never done healing, by the way, just so you know. Like, that is never done. There's always, if we were done healing, it would be the end of your life. Because as life goes on, there's new layers that get uncovered and new things that happen that maybe aren't what you originally wanted, anticipated, whatever. You'll come across new things to injure you and then to heal. Part of the healing process is to believe you deserve to be healed, and also to be receptive on a subconscious level to healing energies. Now, this might sound strange, but feeling and truly believing that you are worthy of being healed is a huge part of becoming whole again and free from dis-ease. Are you being called to heal another? Have you considered a path in the healing arts? There are so many ways to administer healing. Simply listening can greatly help someone to feel heard, which in turn can lead to an inner healing and transformation. Perhaps you've recently completed a healing course. You know, I just saw on Facebook, guys, they're doing Reiki lessons online, which I'm not sure how much I believe in online healing energy classes, whatever, but, you know, I think they're doing it for free. Check it out on Facebook. It's, if nothing else, you'll get some good information from that. Maybe it's time for you guys to go out and start figuring out what your healing gifts are. You know, healing gifts doesn't have to be just Reiki and sound baths and even tarot. It's meeting someone where they're at, speaking their language. You know, you're basically holding space. You know, it took me a long time to understand what holding space meant. And holding space for another person, just giving them what they need. Maybe that's listening. Maybe that's a shoulder to cry on. Maybe that is putting the phone on mute so that your friend can vent because you want to put her through a wall because she keeps repeating the same cycles. Who knows? I mean, it could be anything. Have you been delaying your own healing? The sunlight is a powerful healing energy that most of us have access to fairly regularly. It can make you feel energized and uplifted, so slather on the sun cream and go out and enjoy it in a safe way. Once you prioritize time for self-care and healing, you'll be able to face the world again with vigor and enthusiasm. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Sunlight. So, as I'm looking at this pine cone, which is representative of our pineal gland, right? And pine is, I don't know what pine is. It's from a herbalist perspective, but I do know that a pine cone needs to be singed in order to open for its seeds to fall out for new trees to get planted. You know, they have to be hurt in order to grow, and that is what healing is. You have to be hurt in order to grow. And with your pineal gland, it gets calcified over time with a lack of vitamin D, a lack of sunlight, a lack of, I'm trying to think what else. What else does it? Oh, the fluoride in the water. That will calcify it. So if you're looking to decalcify that pineal gland, you can eat some almonds. That helps. You can stare at the sun. Don't do it too long. It'll hurt your eyes. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not telling you to go out and do things that are going to hurt your health. So check with your doctor, but if you can handle it, sun gazing and at the sunset or sunrise when it's not quite as bright in the sky and it's not going to hurt as much or be as uncomfortable. But remember, there's comfort in discomfort, and that's when healing occurs. So lots of vitamin D, guys. Oh, and the mushrooms, right? The mushrooms help the pineal gland, anything with vitamin D. So I'm going to leave it there. We will talk in a minute. I suspect it's going to be an interesting reading because it's absolutely so beautiful. I feel like you guys are leveling up. I'm surprised we didn't see the world here, but I'm not sure I even want to, because it's not about completing cycles in the future. It's not about shedding limiting beliefs of the past. It's about being here now, being present now. All right, we'll talk in a minute, guys. Much love and light. Hey guys, how's it going? So, still getting used to this new setup, so the cameras are going to be kind of off for a bit. But anyway, so today we had the Nine of Swords knocked down by the Seven of Swords, which was really interesting, and I think I kind of explained it during the reading, but in case you missed it, knocking down the energies of overthinking, because they are deceitful, right? And finding the truth. And if you notice, we only had swords energy today, which is thoughts and words. So, and the hermit, which is going within. Nothing about anyone else today, guys. Nothing about anyone else. It was all about you. Your thoughts, your words, how you speak to yourself, what your truth is. And then at one point I talked about the card stands being flimsy, right? I looked up the word flimsy just because it means easily damaged. So are you flimsy? Are you being easily damaged in your life? Are you letting the stories of the past define you, which is ultimately damaging you? A lot of healing. We had the healing card, which is to make whole again, right? To make healthy again, which would be removing dis-ease, right? And we talk about dis-ease as two words in spirituality as opposed to one. It's just, you're not at ease, right? When you are in your flow, when you're healthy, when you're speaking your truth, when you're doing your own thing, you're not letting those outside influences make you flimsy. When you're not flimsy, when the outside influences don't damage you, you can find healing. And heal, right, is the first part of health. So there's that. I talked about getting new card stands, right? And then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, why get new ones? Maybe there's something I can do to make these ones stand up straight or make them more sturdy. It doesn't matter which way we do it. Do we fix what we have, or do we get something new in the way of the stands, right? Get a new thought process or fix your thought process. Either way, it's different, right? It's different. We have to add some stability, add some foundational pieces to it. So there was that. We had the number 333, and then we had 77. So I looked up the numbers. 77 is, it means focus on you, time for yourself, go within, hermit energy, right? Then we had 333, which is trust and put your thoughts into action. So we had the receiving energy of the Empress, and then the action energy of the Emperor. I mean, the numbers reinforced the reading today. I don't know that I've ever had a reading confirm and reinforce itself the way it did today, but I thought that was weird. Anyway, I talked about the show Dallas. So I don't know if anybody's from Dallas or knows somebody in Dallas or knows somebody named Dallas. We had JR and Bobby for names. And Toto, the dog, from the Wizard of Oz. We talked about the great and powerful wizard, right? So the wizard is, think about what a wizard is, right? He's a magician, but in 3D, you know, David Copperfield and so forth, it's all an illusion. So maybe that's the message with the Wizard of Oz lately. It's all an illusion, and it was all a dream, you know, twice. So in the movie The Wizard of Oz, it's all a dream. In that show Dallas I was talking about, it's all a dream. And I keep getting that the song, I think it's Ripple by the Grateful Dead. It's all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. So something about dreams. Maybe you're getting messages in your dreams. Maybe it's telling you that the world that you are in with the overthinking and the not being able to get past certain things and not healing is a dream. You know, it's time to wake up from the dream. We talk about a spiritual awakening as waking up, and people are still asleep. It's actually backwards if you think about it, but I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with that. And there's our rabbit, even though we didn't see her today. Hello, Alice. And then Wizard of Oz. For some reason, I was focused on the word Oz when I was doing the reading of the reading. And of course, if you think about it, OZ is short for ounce, and an ounce is 1/16 of a pound. So, pound of flesh. Think about that. You know, take their pound of flesh. It's 1/16. So, the Wizard of Oz, you know, this big, great, and powerful pound of flesh that people have to take, when it comes right down to it and you pull the curtain back, it's 1/16 of what you thought it was. So, literally 1 ounce versus a pound. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm running a little bit late and I got a jet. But you guys have a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday, and we will talk soon. Much love and light.